Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the road trip to USF and then what you expect to see when you return home to face Tulane Saturday, please.
Well, I was proud of our young men for the approach they took to this last game. We were coming off a bye week. We had 2 weeks to prepare and really talked about having to do three things to give ourselves a chance to be successful against South Florida. Not turn the ball over offensively, have better field position in the kicking game, and eliminate penalties, and felt like we did that. We did not turn the ball over on offense. Field position was almost 10 yards better for us on special teams, and we only had one penalty for 5 yards. So it was a good team win, and again, good to be back home. It's a little bit of a unique week, and I've said this a few weeks ago, in that this is the first time this year we're playing games on back-to-back Saturdays. So kind of get into a normal week schedule this week, and looking forward to playing a somewhat young but very talented Tulane team this week for homecoming.
We'll take questions for Coach Levine. Please *1 on your telephone to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
We have Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
Great, Dan. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. Just looking at the defense allowing 10 or less points in the last two games against Temple and then against South Florida, just what you can say about your defense and really their progression and what they've been able to do to limit the amount of opportunities that the other offenses have been getting.
Well, I think it goes without saying right now our defense is very confident. They're playing extremely well. Against South Florida, we only created one turnover, and it was our last play defensively of the game. Adrian McDonald getting an interception. However, again, holding them to only 3 points, I think was outstanding, and that's our number one statistic, if you will, is scoring defense. And we improved dramatically from 2012 to 2013, and then I think right now where we sit, we've even improved more from 13 to where we are this season. So, that's what defense is about, holding the opponent out of the end zone, and I think we're tackling extremely well. We had 6 missed tackles in this last game. Our goal each week is to be under 10, and we only had 2 assignment errors, and our goal each week is to be under 10. So, and we're playing some young guys. In the absence of Derek Matthews and Lee Hightower, who both are lost for the season, we've got some freshmen and newcomers that have been forced to play much larger roles, and certainly I think Coach Gibbs and our defensive staff are doing a tremendous job.
And then on the side of the offense with Kenneth Farrow and Ryan Jackson, 3 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown, all touchdowns against USF came from these 2 guys. Just what you can say about your running backs and their success and what they've been able to do, not just in this game but overall.
Well, and Dan, I think it's going hand in hand a little bit with how we're playing defensively in terms of being able to get first downs and establish the run offensively. You mentioned Temple 2 games ago. We had the ball for almost 43 minutes time of possession because we were able to establish the run. And in our game against South Florida, I felt like it was much of the same. We controlled the clock, and I think our offensive line, we've now started the last 7 games with the same 5 offensive linemen in the same positions. They're really coming together well. I think our receivers are blocking, doing a nice job on the perimeter, and Kenneth Farrow and Ryan Jackson are running extremely hard and having great ball security. So it's a great combination right now, and it's you combine how we're moving the chains offensively, getting first downs, and how we're playing defense, and I think it's a good combination.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
And do you have any other questions for Coach Levine this week, please? *1 on your telephone, if so.
Looks like we have no further questions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks for your time this week. Look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Likewise, thank you.
Okay, and that is Coach Tony Levine from Houston.